What's up?
What's up, guys?
Good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the show.
Dude, all of a sudden, as soon as I hit play on everything, my computer started freaking out. I don't know if you heard that or not. Sorry about that. Yeah, my computer was like, no, I just don't feel like doing this week. Sorry, guys.
That's the end of the show. What's up, everybody? In the chat, we got a whole gang already.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Outdoors Fishing Dream, Travel Around Susie, Wild Japan, Bing, Corubius.
Dude.
Good to see everybody. Henry Mosley, what's up?
Yeah,
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I'm glad you did. I needed some input on this. We'll get to it in just a second. I have no idea what Christmas gifts to get for everybody, and I'm running late. So this is an emergency town hall meeting to help me get some Christmas gifts going.
That's our future member of the Outdoors Live crew, Wild Game Pursuit.
Yes, sir.
We would all get kicked out of the house.
So we have to be really careful because, we're all married and everything. We have to be really careful about, conversations about that. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll get in touch with her and see what she has to say about that.
Yeah.
After running that through the wives and everything else.
Oh, Henry liked the duck video.
Dude, that was a good one, Grant. That was freaking awesome.
Thank you. I'm very glad I got invited on that hunt last Tuesday because since it has been tough, we have been several times, including this morning, and we actually went to probably our second favorite blind out there, and we should have probably killed 2 singles that were borderline shots, but other than that, man, it was slow, very disappointing. Had high expectations for this morning.
You crushed it out there on that video, though.
So you didn't have any luck today, but you did have some luck yesterday, right?
I did go yesterday morning by myself, and I shot 2 wood duck drakes. I should have had 3, but I did have. You might see that video. I might make a little short out of that.
Best looking duck, in my opinion.
They're beautiful. I should have had 3. Excuse me. The limit's 3. I should have had my 3rd. I had one come in as a single, and it took me 3 shots to kill him. On the 3rd shot, I finally hit him. So then that was my first shooting, and I was the only one on that side. So as soon as I shot, here come 4 or 5 more wood ducks got up and was flying at me. Well, I'm out of shells, and I got to reload. And then that second one, him and a hen flew in and landed on the water. And I never did see the hen, but I snuck up and shot him about probably 50 yards on the water.
Nice.
Have you ever been able to make a shot? Anybody in the chat, I want to know what your thoughts are on this too, and John, your thoughts as well, because it's a task, to say the least. Have you ever been able to reload and get a shot off and like get a kill off of that?
Man, I'm not that quick. I don't keep, most waders have a belt, shell holder belt, like on your belly button or something. And I put them in there before. If the shells get wet, they're duds. So I don't do that. So I just keep my box off to the side. And actually, I was out standing in the water. I bought a little sled last year, and I took it with me, and it was floating. So it was like my little boat holding my shells and stuff yesterday.
Nice.
That's funny. Grant, like John Wicking around the field with them ducks.
I was on. If I could shoot like that every time, the ducks wouldn't have a chance.
They don't stand a chance.
A couple years ago, I was rabbit hunting. We do it every now and then at my parents', and it's like, it's not something I've ever been able to film. I don't have a good camera for the gun and everything. It's a family endeavor, so whatever. I never really put much emphasis on it, but I was out rabbit hunting, and it was the first time I had my friend over there with us, Nick. You've seen in a couple of videos here and there. So he was out there with us, and it's the first time I'd ever been hunting, with him. I don't hunt very often, but I'm not a bad shot. And I had my dad has this 22 pistol that I love. It's just amazing shot. But we're hunting rabbits. I was taking shots, and I headshot 3 rabbits in a row. And even I was a little like, you know, what can I say? I'm awesome, you know, like I was pretty proud of that. But Nick was like, he was freak. He had no clue that I could shoot. Like I didn't even have much of a clue that I could shoot like that. I got a little bit lucky, but it was one of those premier like opportunities where all the stars aligned, and I just happened to do it like right in front of him, and I looked like such a badass. Never been able to reload and get a shot out though. I think that's something you're either like, I don't know, you're either a total badass if you can pull that off, or I don't know, you know, what you're doing if you have to get in that extra round, you know, like how many times you had to miss. A little different for duck hunting, of course, but
yeah. Well, if you're in the right spot that the ducks want in, then there's some guys that get lucky enough that they'll shoot at a group. The ones they miss or the ones that fly off will circle and fall right back in there. That doesn't happen to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen it happen watching, you know, you can see other groups hunting most of the time.
I do got to suggest, Grant, that video was freaking awesome. Man, I got to suggest some of those shots that you were making where you're dropping them like right in front of the blind.
Yeah.
You need to make some shorts videos out of that. Those are standalone epic.
I learned, of course, John and Stanley got to see the raw, what would you call it? The raw version of the video, the first cut. I learned a lot on the GoPro. So initially I did everything. It was the 9x16 is what they got to see. And I think that video was about 22 minutes. And so through editing and making it the 16x9, I got it down to under 16 minutes. But I actually watching the video after messing up the edit, spending all that time, then having to re-edit in the 16x9, I guess in my I'll rewatched it like 3 times Sunday. And finally I was like, all right, this is it. I'm downloading it. I'm done. Well, then after watching it during the premiere, I did realize I'd left out some things that I actually wanted to leave in it, but it was too late. You know, like the little birds flying through the blind, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, like
oh yeah,
right in there, and I apparently deleted it.
Oh dang.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
And cleaning the lens, you know, I've got the protective cap on mine. I don't know if you've got those on yours.
Oh yeah.
You know, just to protect the actual lens, it's got the little plastic bubble on it.
Yep, I got that on mine. I'm downloading some footage myself. You got that protective lens, and the other plastic one. I've got like 6 of these because this one's got the tiniest scratch.
Well, that's what I was
see it.
Getting ready
Yeah, you just kind of see it right.
Yeah, so that's what I've got to order another set because I've only got the one.
It's scratch easy.
Yeah. But I think if we can get on another good hunt, I think I can make another badass video. If the lens is clean. That was my only thing. I was actually expecting this morning to be pretty good because we had a cold front come through Sunday night. But I don't know. It just wasn't there.
Hey, what's up, Scully? How are you doing there, man?
What's up, Scully?
Have you been able to get out and do any fishing? Our weather's been a little bit weird out here. I'm having a hard time getting a window to get out and do something.
Hey, look, it was yesterday morning was our first freeze. It was 31.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting that.
This morning it was 40, and we came close to 70 today. I think at least 68 somewhere in there. So
yeah,
actually, I love this weather as far as temps go. I love that kind of temp, but it's weird.
Yeah, we're low 50s during the day and low 30s at night all week through the weekend. So I mean, it's good duck hunting weather.
Yeah,
it'll be a little colder, but we'll see.
So, Dalai Lama, good to see you, man.
Yep. Good to see you. Yeah,
appreciate you stopping by. He's in the process of moving, and he's moving into a house where he can hear the beach. He's in Australia, so you just made yourself a whole lot of friends.
Grant, that question's for you, I think.
How long does your limited ducks last before you run out of meat? It just depends on how many we kill. Well, like the two wood ducks, the two wood ducks I shot yesterday, Janet cooked for our son tonight. He was eating them whenever I was getting ready.
You ever, we're talking about, we're going to be talking about gifts and stuff like that. I hope everybody in the chat's ready because I'm going to need some help on that. You ever give away any of your catch as a gift?
I do. I've got two older guys that I'll call up if I don't feel like cleaning some or if we kill a bunch. Like last year, I killed a pair of mallards on the very last day of the season, and that was it last year. So now I'm up to 9. So
the follow-up question on that is, how do you get on that list?
You're a little far there, Stanley. A little far away. What's up, Monica? Hello. I went into Monica's live Sunday with the Outdoors Crew channel, and I think her and Mark, they were saying hi to Stanley. They all thought it was Stanley.
Yeah. I got the weird YouTube notification on that where I got it on like Monday. I saw that it happened. It was probably like Monday morning, like I got the notification overnight or something. My apologies, Monica. I promise you, I catch one of those. I've been able to make them before. I promise you I will be in. Anybody here who does a live stream, you have my word that if I don't make your live stream, there's a good reason. I do try to get in on that.
Scully Nation sounds like a rough life.
Yeah, that's how it's been going for me too, man. It's just not lining up. And I have been able to go out. I haven't been able to do anything with it on the rare occasions I've been able to get out.
Yeah, so here's what he's already putting his Christmas list out there. Shimano TLD25 with 65-pound braid, 30 to 50-pound rod, or 50 to 80-pound rods. He's going after some really big stuff with that.
He is. He's sharks and rays and tuna and stuff is his thing from the beach. So he's got a question about that. I'll go ahead and bring that up now. I don't know if it's a good time for you or not, but we'll go ahead and ask it. He's going to be casting a 10-foot rod, 30-50. What's that, like a 30 wide or a 50 wide? Something. I don't think it's a 50 wide. I think it's a 30 wide. But he doesn't know the better match for the usual rod being a 5/8. I was gonna convert that over to pounds and I completely forgot. So it's 20 to 30 pounds, 30 to 50 pound, 50 to 80 pound. What do you think? You're casting from if you're casting from the jetty on a 5/8 rod, and he's got an open face reel, a TLD. The TLD 25 is what it is, the TLD 25. Any thoughts on that? What you would use?
I'm confused because at the top he says he'd cast a 10-footer, but then down there he's saying 5'8". Both those rods are short for casting. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, he says he has the reel. It's not spooled yet. He has the rods. He has a 10-footer and a 5/8. I guess basically casting either one of those rods from a jetty setup, 30-50 reel on a 10-foot rod and 30-50 on the 5/8. Either way, like that reel, depending on, no matter what the reel is, with those rods, a 5/8 and a 10-footer, which aren't the best for casting in general. You're not wrong about that.
10-foot is good.
Yeah, well, 10-foot's gonna be better for sure. Although I'll tell you what, one of the things I'm looking forward to is I'm actually gunning to get a big 12-foot, like one of the breakaway big O pendulum rods for casting, because I'm so sick of swimming out to that last sandbar. But man, my thought on this is you need a lot of line. So I'm thinking personally, if I was you, I would probably go safe and I would go with the 30 to 50, that 30 to 50-ish pound braid with maybe a heavier, like an 80-pound leader. And I would probably do 80 to 100 yards of that leader is what I would be using for jetty stuff, because I don't want that line getting all thrashed in the rocks, especially with a big fish. I would be hesitant to go 50-80 on the braid. You can probably pull that off, but I would be hesitant. I do want some line in case I get spooled, especially like when I'm out at the beach and stuff like that. I need a lot of line out there because the big fish they're gonna take some line. I'm gonna get them way out there, and I don't want to lose fish because I got spooled.
Yep, that all sounds good. Yeah, the only thing I would say on that is if I'm casting it, I'm using a 10-footer. 5/8 is not good for casting at all unless you're casting, 20 yards maybe. 5/8 is a good boat rod.
Yeah, I agree. All purpose, but yeah, for surf purposes, it's one of the things. Like I like those shorter rods when I'm fishing in the surf, but only because I can put muscle into getting a big red or a shark back up onto the beach fast. As far as casting and as far as getting them high in the air, which I need to stay out of the rocks or off the sandbars, that 5/8, which is I think exactly what I use, is just rough.
Yeah, that 65 pound braid main, 700 meters, so that's just over 700 yards basically, roughly, and then 100 meters of 80 pound mono. That sounds pretty good to me.
I would be totally comfortable with that.
Yep.
My 2 cents on that anyway.
I did almost the opposite. That big one of mine, both of them I put, what I put, I had 800 yards of 80 pound braid and then 100 yards of 65 or 60 pound mono on top of it.
Yeah, honestly, for offshore stuff, it can kind of differ. I use shorter leaders for offshore unless we're trolling. Trolling's different. I do like 100-yard leaders or 80-yard leaders when I'm at the beach because I don't want that braid getting torn up on the sandbar.
Yeah.
But you can offset that by having the rod really high up in the air, or fishing closer to the beach if you're going to be doing that. But that's one of the reasons why I use the long leaders, because I don't want the braid touching the sandbar or the rocks.
What's wrong with fishing for jaws?
That's exactly what he's doing. Lumps of knot eye. He's going for big stuff. He's down there in Australia and he fishes it for real. What's up, Peter?
Hey, Peter.
What's up, Peter?
A foot pedal kayak. Okay, that's a good. Oops, I hit it at the same time you did. That's a good I want for Christmas thing.
Yes.
Those are nice.
If you love your significant other, you're going to get them a kayak. And if you're going to get them a kayak, get them a pedal drive.
They heard you. I'm too old and broken for that. I don't need that. I need more stuff for the boat.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of kayaks myself, but man, those pedal drives, that's pretty wicked. That does open up some opportunities for you.
I looked at them a few years back. Me and Joel did, and that's exactly what I was looking at, was pedal drive. And now they got them with the trolling motors and all that stuff. But it's just like my old broken body sitting in a kayak for hours on end just wasn't going to work.
I don't like sitting down when I'm fishing. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I like to stand up the entire time. I do not sit down.
You ain't going crappie fishing with me if you're standing on the boat the whole time.
I'll sit down, but I'll be like we go crappie fishing. I'll sit down, especially going out with, you're out with the captain. You do what the captain says. You follow orders. But there are probably going to be a couple opportunities where you're like, Stanley, sit the hell down, dude. You're stressing me out. I might have to get told.
Stanley's standing and got his camera going. Can't play no dang music.
Right.
Can't play no damn music on the boat.
It's been a minute since I've been told off for that one.
So I've had my boat out a couple times, not all successful. But the one thing I will say is we have not played the radio yet.
So where are you going to take the alcoholic to crappie fish?
Oh, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Didn't you see the TikTok or whatever I did with Joel's boat? We're working on Joel's skiff, so that's going to be the freshwater / inshore boat when we get it all done.
I didn't know you were inviting Stanley onto Joel's boat. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't invite Stanley. I just said if you were ever fishing with me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, speaking of which, let Joel know, because I want to be I want to go out anytime I get an opportunity, and I have thoroughly enjoyed Joel in your videos. And if he needs somebody to scrub decks, I promise to be a gracious, deck
He
scrubber.
does. That boat's filthy as hell. He don't care. He's like, it's a fishing boat. I don't care.
Just get his address and show up, Stanley. Be like, hey man, I heard you needed some help with your boat.
John said it was cool.
Right now it's out at Shay's house because Shay's got a big shop that we backed it into to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, Wild Japan, I don't even want to get into some of the weird things I have done with audio because of wind noise here and music too on the boat because I get told off for telling them to mute their music. I've done some weird things. We can talk behind the scenes. I don't even want to get into it here because it's embarrassing, but you name it, I've done it to fix audio.
Oh, well, the video I just put out, the duck hunting video, so on the GoPro app, or maybe it's my phone editing app, either way, you can only do 60 cuts. So I had to do my 60 cuts and save it and then start over because I was cutting out so many F-bombs because I wanted to make it kid friendly.
Hey Mark, how you doing, man?
I hate doing that. I beep out the cuss words and it's like a 5-step process for every beep. It sucks. Like I've paid the price.
I've gotten pretty good about not swearing on camera, but Joel still swears all the time on camera.
Yeah, I would just pause it right before I'd rewind it, and I'd be like, pause, and then split it, and then hear the word, and then pause it, and then cut it back to the split. It worked out pretty good.
Yeah, all I do on mine is just take the audio and just drop it to 0 and then bring it back up. So that right at that word is just silence and then back up.
See, I'm picky about it. If it's an F-bomb, I try to get the F in there. So like I'm like, and I'm doing this with a phone line. I'm trying to get the F and then mute it. And I kind of want to get the sound at the end of it. Yeah, so I don't want a cuss word, but I want you to know what the word is. And dude, like I'll take 30 seconds or 45 seconds editing the sound clip on there for it, maybe a minute. Maybe I'll take a full minute editing it. And that gets tough when it's like 15 or 18 F-bombs in a video. That gets time consuming.
None of my videos are for children. Mine aren't either. I mean, when you put your video on YouTube, it says a video for children, and mine aren't either. But yeah, you don't want to. You're allowed to F-bomb and all that. There's a thing where it's so close to the beginning how much you do it. And then the total amount of it during the video kind of is what they look at.
You know what got me though, and that's all fine. That's what originally I wanted to be G, and then I started getting where I was like, I want to have fun, and I kind of feel like I know my audience. I know you guys. We can cuss on here from time to time. It's not a big deal. But what happened to me was about 2 months ago, I did a video where I did cuss in the video, and I was just like, screw it, who cares? We're having fun. I'm just gonna have a cuss. And I had a mom leave a comment, and she's like, you know what? I'm disappointed. I watch these videos with my family and I have my kids on the couch and we're all watching your video and we didn't appreciate that. And I told her, you know what? You will never hear that from me again. I apologize. I'm sorry. Right. So that's what sold me on it.
Yeah. I know like Nick Pouliot, his 2 little boys like to watch, or supposedly they like to watch us on YouTube, on the big TV. So, which by the way, if you haven't watched that video on an HD TV, it's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Go watch it again on HD TV.
And also talking about gifts, HD TV, like a big one with YouTube on there that has your subscriptions to all of your favorite YouTube guys.
Got it. The funny thing about gifts, I've seen somebody, maybe a few people on TikTok kind of say this too, that forgot, it's always your wife. And for me, my grown daughter, like, you're so hard to buy stuff for Christmas. What do you want? And it's because we don't wait until, if you like something, you want it, you buy it. So there's not a bunch. Now, expensive stuff, they've all like chipped in before when there's something expensive I wanted.
Yeah.
But pretty much, if I want something and we got the money for it, I just buy it. That's why there's not a bunch of stuff that I need, right? I mean, there are things I could use that are over that spending limit, but other than that, so what we do, me, the wife, and the daughter, is Christmas list on Amazon, and just throw in there a bunch of inexpensive things, lures and stuff like that, and just say, go at it. Get me what you want. So,
hey, here's a heck of an idea. I didn't even think about this. Lonesome Night, I thank you for the heads up on that. I'm always talking about doing this. I know they can vary in prices and stuff like that, but if you're going on one of those charters out of Port Aransas, one of them headboats, the price is not too terrible, and that is a fun experience. I know that if Rachel, Christmas Day, I'm opening up a package and I've got a charter, a headboat, I don't even care. It could be a bay trip. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of that. That's something to consider.
All right.
There you go.
That's one I had not thought about. Oh yeah, he went a different figure. Dude, it was a mom, and she was like it was such a mom comment too. It wasn't like, oh, this, it wasn't scalding me or anything. It was like, she's like, I'm disappointed in you. And it hit me, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Your channel is kind of the family fishing thing, so I can kind of see that too. Most of my fishing videos are me and guys, grown men. So
right.
Yeah.
Speaking like we usually speak to each other, so it's all out there. But I do try to cut back. I don't, there might be a shit or a damn that slips in there, but the F word, I usually cut that back.
Every time my buddy would miss, there would be 3 or 4.
Speaking of like audios, oh, you know what? Like, okay, first off, speaking of audio stuff, Grant, I know it's the weirdest thing to say, but one thing that I noticed on yours, like the gunshots sounded freaking amazing in your video.
It did.
And
it sound good.
Talking about gifts, like you don't have to have a significant other doing a YouTube channel or anything like that. You can have people who like Scully, who's doing this and just wants to record it. So a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the underlying stuff on my own channel is so that, yes, I want to be a big time YouTuber. I want to be famous. I want to do a prank channel and, blah, blah, blah. We're all aware, of those things. I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. But in all reality, if when I die, my daughter has something to go back and show my grandkids when I'm not around anymore, that is going to be like a win for me. Like that's what I want. And so just as that as a thought, just a GoPro, that makes a heck of a gift.
Yeah.
Right.
Just being able to share that experience with people is a gift.
Ben's up there hiking the mountains of Colorado, or where I think it's Colorado. So he took some time
10,000
to
feet.
hang out with us.
Heck yeah. Hope you're
He's out there in the cold. I'm sure he's
I've
miserable.
been up there. I just drove a Jeep instead of hiked.
Monica, appreciate that. Thank you.
Cheers.
And Mark, thank you for sharing that, man. Appreciate it.
So, Grant, we haven't heard you say anything yet. What kind of stuff are you looking for Christmas this year? You got anything in particular?
We're the same way, John. If I want something, I pretty much buy it. And it's the same. Yeah, I'd like to have a new truck, but it's not realistic.
Yeah.
So, no. We've got a permit to hunt the day after Christmas, so hopefully we kill some ducks that day. But
cool.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. That's cool. Definitely.
I don't think we have another permit till the 20th. So what's that? 20th, 26th. Yep. That's all we got in December.
I'll be working the 26th. I know that. So, Stanley, is there anything that you're kind of like, I really been hitting around that I want this or that thing, or no?
No, and I don't even want to get into it. I'm just weird like that. I just had my birthday last week, which I don't talk about. It's not my thing. I appreciate that. Thank you. So every year, and I say this whole spiel every year, but it's like Peter Orchard Studios in the chat down there. So his birthday is October 29th, and then we have Halloween. 2 weeks later is my other brother Luke's birthday. 2 weeks after that is Thanksgiving. 2 weeks after that is my birthday. And then we have Christmas. So the holiday season is a little bit rough for us, and I'm like, by the time I get to my birthday, I'm totally gassed. I don't care. I'm done. I'm ready to move on to like the Christmas stuff. I don't think about it. And so the thing about it is that like my wife and my family do give me like gifts. They're really awesome. Rachel got me a really nice tackle backpack that is waterproof and freaking awesome. And it's a blessing because I don't even think about it. I don't put a second thought into it. So like when I do get stuff, I'm like I feel really special.
Cool.
But I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't know what I want. My wife says I'm hard to buy for. I don't know why, but
because of that, because of what you just said. My birthday is the 2nd of January, right after Christmas. So we would get those things where people would be, when I was young, hey, this is your Christmas and birthday present. Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. You get the double up.
Yeah, that sucked as a kid. Now I don't care.
It's like the $10 gift card to Chili's. This is for Christmas and your birthday.
So the 2 rods.
Yes, nice. Is that TLD?
This is that one that I got, and that second rod's almost done, and I realized this is a perfect size reel for it. So I do know for my birthday, I'm getting another one of these.
That's a pen?
It's a Pen Squill.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good.
Yeah, nice reel. It's going to be trolling rods. It's 2-speed, so that'll be nice. But yeah, that's one thing I do know that I'm getting. And then, like I said, I just made that list. We made a list on Amazon, shared it with the kids, and put a bunch of lures and just small stuff on there, so they can just pick and choose what they want to send.
This is hilarious. Everyone has to deal with this. We all need to get together and do like a birthday stream for all of us all at the same time. We'll give each other the combined birthday Christmas gift.
Birthday is the 3rd of January. Wow, that's crazy.
I agree with that.
A 2nd, a 3rd, and a 5th.
Wow, that is crazy.
You got some May. We don't care. You guys in May, you don't understand. You'll never.
It's the 5th of May. Everybody down here will celebrate with you if it's Cinco de Mayo. That's Joe Wills' birthday is on Cinco de Mayo.
Nice.
Nice. That's a party. Everyone's always broke from the holidays and still hungover from New Year's, so no one ever shows from it.
My sister, my oldest sister, her birthday is the 4th of July, so she likes to say the whole country celebrates her birthday.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
Hey, Big Black Mafia has Cinco de Mayo also. That's cool.
Nice. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Crazy. What are y'all in the chat wanting for Christmas or asking for or thinking you're getting?
No, like if we were gonna, if we were sending out gifts to everybody in the chat, what was the thing that you would expect to be?
For me, some duck feathers. I could send you some
duck feathers. You said a down pillow, a pillow with duck feathers.
There you go.
There you go.
Scully says their anniversary is on the 4th of July. We did St. Patrick's Day. Because we like spring. One of the reasons we did St. Patrick's Day is because I'm, kind of sick of my birthday being in the middle of everything right there. So we kind of wanted to celebrate something in spring when it's nice. And also it's St. Patrick's Day,
Right? Nothing wrong with that.
And so our family thing, this is hilarious. The stocking stuffer that we do every year, and Savannah does it too. I love it. She calls them treats, smoked oysters.
Nice.
And
good luck with that one.
I mean, if the price is right, I'm willing to move to Texas.
Be a dedicated cameraman.
I would love to be someone's dedicated cameraman.
I'm not buying this from Ben. I'm not buying that because I did 100 videos last year. I was out on Padre Island at least once a week, and that dude never got in with me. I just want to film. You come down there fishing with me, I am the dedicated cameraman that day. I got no problems with that. I will make you look good.
Now, he's even moved away from us. He's over there.
I know he did, right? He moved away.
East Texas.
You had your chance, Ben.
Yeah, there you go.
Booze is always an easy one. I don't even like doing booze anymore because it's such an easy one.
Yeah, we actually bought it for Audrey. This wasn't one of her things she asked for. It was just in her regular list that she was interested in, and it's a cocktail making machine where I have to do a little video clip on it so you guys see what the hell it is. But you put these pods, and it has these things where you put alcohol, and this thing you hit what you want and how much, and it just mixes the drink for you and pours it into your glass. So,
I got one of those.
That looks cool as shit. So,
yeah, I got one of those. It's called Ritual.
We'll check that out. We'll have to do a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
A new fish whistle. There you go. I like that one.
That's a good one.
You find one that works, let me know. I ain't caught hard. Grant, remember at the beginning of the year when I was making fun of you about catching your first fish finally? Right? I ain't caught hardly crap. So you probably caught as much fish as I have this year because I had that trip on the river in February, whenever it was. And then, the trip out of Venice, Louisiana, catching some tuna and swordfish. That was a little bit.
That made your year.
Huh?
That made your year.
Yeah, that did make my year. Yeah. I just can't wait.
The swordfish was mine also.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I like the homemade gift thing, like what we go Wild Japan here is saying. I do the same thing. I do canned jalapenos. They're like sweet candied jalapenos and smoked fish. And that's one of the big gifts that I like to give out. Homemade wine. Peter, there he is in the chat. He does mead also sometimes. And man, that's always like stuff like that. I just love.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. That's
like
cool.
Learn.
Yeah, me too. The wine thing, he did a blueberry wine, and he's got a whole thing in the server about how he did the whole process on it, all these pictures, stuff like that. I think that's freaking awesome. Like, I want to be able to do that.
I used to do homebrew, but me and hobbies, it's like you can start a hobby really inexpensively, as a hobby, but I've always got to like crank it up until I'm doing really expensive shit. And then I have to quit the hobby. And that's how I got with homebrew. I had my own kegerator. I was kegging my own beer and all that. And it was like, what the hell am I doing? There's so much money. And I can buy just as good beer, at some of these beer places around here. So I burned out on doing that and sold everything.
Yeah, Peter's saying honey's getting expensive. I agree with that. I use honey in all of my marinades that I make, and it is getting expensive. But wine? I don't know the process on making wine. Like, that's why I enjoy watching Wild Japan's thing, but I would assume you can do that with a lot cheaper ingredients.
I guess it depends on what you use.
Rachel says her grandmother used to make it in her bathtub.
It sounds like you need to get a beehive or two. Make you get your own honey.
There you go. That'd be a cool hobby.
Yeah, you're
not allergic.
I appreciate that. Outdoors fishing dream. Barbecue set as a gift sounds good. Only, I'm going to say right now, only the greatest brothers in history, the greatest human beings who are the brother of somebody would give them a barbecue pit.
That's what you gave your brother, didn't you?
Yeah, for his birthday.
How did I know?
You have excellent taste, sir.
That is a good thing, though.
Can't go wrong with that. I mean, the opportunity, we all do fishing, hunting. We're outdoors people. We like getting out and doing stuff. Giving somebody the opportunity to film it, to go out and enjoy it better, or to, enjoy the after experience of like cooking and stuff like that. Can't go wrong.
Nope, that's good. That's true.
Yeah, he's already burning it through.
Yeah, Traeger is a good one. We lucked up because where Audrey works, when she hit 20 years there, they got this catalog of gifts, and you just get to pick your gift. And so she had my input, and she picked because I like to grill, and she likes to eat what I grill. So she picked a Traeger, and so we got a nice big Traeger. I would not have bought a Traeger because that's a lot of money. I already bought a big green egg, which I have that too. But yeah, Traeger makes it push the button, and walk away and set the alarms, and pretty nice. It's cheating, but it works.
Peter and I have a whole philosophy on this. Like I could literally go on for an hour about that conversation in particular. Lonesome Not the Oklahoma Joe, the $300 one. I'll take that over like the synopsis of that whole argument that I have. I'll take that Oklahoma Joe all day long. Green eggs, Traegers, awesome. You got nothing against them, but that's not what I want. I want this. Exactly.
I got a Weber too. Always got to have a Weber kettle. I've had a Weber kettle for probably almost 40 years now. Not the same one, of course.
Yeah, all we've got right now is the Blackstone.
Oh, you got griddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 2-burner Blackstone griddle. So I got the Weber kettle, the green egg, the Traeger, and the Blackstone on the patio.
Yeah, you're ready to do some cooking.
Yeah, I can cook just about anything. And be honest with you, the Traeger's so easy that it's kind of taking the place of what I usually do on the green egg. But it doesn't, you can't sear with it, you know what I mean? Because it's completely indirect. So like this Christmas, we're going to do prime rib. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that on the egg, and then I can do a reverse sear and get that nice crust on the outside of it that I really can't get on the Traeger.
With that, there you go.
I have no idea what you're saying on that, Monica. I'm sorry.
But Outdoors Fishing Dream was talking about something earlier. A duck that has 6-pack abs with my face on it, fully customized, is what he wants for Christmas.
With your face, Grant?
That's what he said.
I missed that one. Sorry, Edward, I missed it.
You need to make that one happen.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that's a video. If that was the thumbnail, that's a video I'm gonna click on, Grant.
Half hog on Oklahoma Joe, yeah.
Have it titled "This Duck Hunting's Tough" or something.
Are we getting hungry now that we're talking about food?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't eat before tonight.
I know.
I did.
Rachel's working on dinner over here now.
Well, I'm too smart for all that. I eat before we come on here just because I know.
Yeah, it's my own fault because Janet asked me if I wanted to eat before or after. She had chili ready.
I don't know when Big Bite Mafia snuck in here, but good to see you. Walmart brand. Hey, whatever it takes to get your cook on. I don't care what you cook on. You know what I mean? I got a fire pit back there too that has a grate, and I could cook on it if I want.
You know what drives me up a wall is the smoker that Deer Meat for Dinner uses. It's freaking awesome, and I hate it. It's like a brick pit, and he's got this metal
stand with this.
Like hangs from a chain over it, and I'm like, you're not capturing any smoke, but it's probably low temp. Looks awesome. I don't know. Like I'm so divided on it, but that's one that. I mean, there's nothing to it. It probably costs $20 in materials.
The Weber kettle, I keep going back to that because you can use it to cook anything. I used to cook pork shoulders on it and all that before I had these other ones. But I bought this, or Roger got me this attachment that goes on top of it. And it's got a rotisserie, right, with the motor. So I can rotisserie on the Weber. Or it's got the Argentine-style grill. You got a crank handle and you can raise the grate up and down. So you can have as much heat as you want in the grill. And if it's too much for whatever you're cooking, you just raise it up off of that heat a little bit. So I really like that. When I'm doing chicken or something like that, especially chicken with skin on, so it's dropping the fat and you get the flame ups, just raise it up a little higher and it won't do nothing to it. It's pretty nice.
Man.
I might have a video on my channel about that thing. I don't know. I think I might have done a review on it.
If you didn't, no, I remember you doing that. I think I remember that video.
Oh, we've done that kind of stuff. Yeah, camping.
Oh yeah.
Fresh brook trout in the morning with fried eggs.
Hardheads.
Just like that. Yeah. No, not hardheads. Trout. Like trout.
we did fish eggs on the grill at the beach when we went fishing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. That was
a while back now.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah. That was good food. We need to do that again. Hey, I don't mean to push anybody in anything, but it is that time. We got to look at some pictures here.
It is. Let's do it.
So, bring them up here. Guys, these are our photos of the week brought to you by the Premier Fishing and Hunting Outdoors server. Come and join us. There is a link in the description down below. We would love to have you. I'm looking for some appropriate music here. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Come and join us in the Discord server. We'd have a lot of fun being able to enjoy your experiences vicariously on the days when we're not able to. Kicking things off, we got Jimmleton and Relax. We're just getting outdoors.
Is that Sharks in Relax's picture?
Yeah, Relax went on a cruise down to Mexico and had all kinds of pictures of their trip. This is just like one that really stood out. I don't know where he was at, but he was taking a photo down, and there's just a ton of sharks right in the water below him.
Very cool.
Yeah, some clear water.
Yeah. And then, of course, the exact opposite of that, Jimmleton went and explored some caves. Again, a ton of awesome shots. I was just not able to include everything that these guys were posting. Cool stuff. I don't know what kind of sharks, Peter.
Can't see the head very well.
Yeah, I can't really tell. I'm assuming since they're topwater, maybe bull sharks, but it doesn't look that deep. It might be nurse sharks. Yes, sir. Kiwi. I got to say something about this, dude. This dude was excited. All right, this is an awesome trip. He's out there in beautiful conditions. He's catching fish. He's having a blast, and he was so super excited about this. I'm gonna foreshadow a few things here. We're gonna be talking about this again shortly, just because of the excitement factor alone.
What kind of fish is the bottom one?
I am not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know what either of them are.
Yeah, that's hard to tell.
And it does play into the excitement of it as well.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Fish. Or I don't know, that tail. Is that tail bluefish?
I know. When I first saw the tail, I was thinking dolphin, but it's not a dolphin.
Yeah, the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. It's good meat, whatever it is. I'll tell you that. Next up, okay, so I didn't say anything earlier, Wild Japan, but I am super stoked to see you here alive with us today. So he went out and got himself some puffer fish.
Oh.
I am super envious. I have always wanted to do that. Your whole fishing experience here, awesome. We'll get to see more of that in a minute, but I did want to bring that up. Like that whole puffer fish thing, I'm glad that you made it and that you're alive. Now I want my chance. And of course, he did manage to get successful with it.
Big sucker or carp?
It's nice.
That was him breaking in that brand new net too.
Nice.
And so I don't want to openly. I don't want to be like the chef knew what he was doing with the puffer fish. Good for him. How was it, by the way? Was this trip right here with this fish? So Wild Japan has a video that he did about this where it was too graphic for me. It was either this net or the one that preceded this net. I don't know because he broke a net, but it was. I made a comment about it. It was too much for me. Where he busted himself in the face and it was kind of ugly looking.
Ouch!
I missed that.
So if you got a strong stomach, check it out. I couldn't do it. Wild Japan, be safe. Quit hurting yourself. Quit trying those experimental foods. Leave that for the rest of us.
Ooh, the belly on that. That was nice fast.
Yeah, almost a 6-pounder.
Nice.
Again, super excited. He slid this one last second, just under the radar. You got lucky on that one. You almost missed the entire 2023 Wall of Fame on that one, buddy. But it's a heck of a fish. We had to fit it in. We had to fit it
in. Nice one.
Yeah, good fish.
Everybody getting out there. Clay got himself a PB. Is that tilapia or is that a?
Looks like a tilapia, yeah.
I'm not sure. Whatever it was a PB. And man, Clay, dude, you got to give us a better shot than that, man. You cut off the face and tail.
Yeah. Looks like tilapia, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, man. Look at that thing Medic caught.
Who?
Medic.
Medic. Oh, that's that's a tropical fish. I don't remember which one. It's kind of like one of those, like a Bo Gregory or I forget. It's a tropical fish though. They're like the little purple and yellow ones that you see, tiny little things in the aquariums.
Okay, that's Big Bite Mafia. That last bass.
Yeah, I bet it was. We had a whole conversation about that.
What is that roll pads on the deck there? Are those
walleye?
That's what I thought. It looked like walleye. It was just hard to tell in that picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Man, almost 6 pounds. That was close.
Yeah. Big Bite, that's a heck of a fish, man. Good job on that.
Yeah.
And all you guys over here, Deltap, that's another stud bass you got there. Mm-hmm. Trey's out on the ice. Species Seeker got himself a nice wrasse, which means he's fishing for awesome stuff out on the reef. Keep them coming, guys.
Kitty cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gunpoint got him. He's been having some hard times because of conditions and everything, but he's still out there like every single day. He's probably fishing right now. The whole reason he's not here, I'm sure. That dude fishes daily. He was all excited. I think he is fishing. If he's not fishing right now, I think he's fishing later tomorrow or the next day or something like that. He's all excited about the photo contest that we're doing next week, which we're going to have some news about that in just a minute. We're going to have a fun little twist to the whole thing next week. I'll get to that in just a minute, though. Just FYI. Check this out.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Look at the bait hanging out the mouth. That's a big swim bait.
Yeah. That is a slob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever took that picture did a great job taking that picture.
Right.
Great picture. Get the whole fish, get the angler, got the bait hanging or the lure hanging out the mouth. That's a great picture.
Yeah, and he's not looking at the camera, he's looking at the fish. It's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. I agree. Whoever your photographer is, give that man a raise. Whoever they need a big pat on the back. That is a stud catch, and they did it justice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can tell by the reactions on that. Everybody here is loving that thing. I bet well, I don't know. That's probably a catch and release, right? They're not going to keep that unless they mount it. I don't know. Love to hear more about it, Noah. Pat on the back, dude. Yeah. Good job.
Oh.
This is unfair.
That is a football.
No, it's not. You know what it is? It's one of like 6.
Oh, my Lord.
Say, how big was that thing?
You didn't know how, you couldn't tell how big it was until you see that picture. Those
exactly.
Things, holy smokes.
Big.
Those are, and he said the smallest one was 300 pounds. The biggest one was over 600 pounds.
Wow.
That is bucket list. Those are, we see those on television shows, Wicked Tuna, and you see those guys putting thousands of dollars for those kinds of fish. Really envious of that.
Yeah, that's what we want to see on the Aquaholic videos.
Exactly.
Heck yeah, me too.
Just one would be totally fine. I think he had like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Tell him John's email and send him the coordinates.
Right, no kidding. Dude, got a fish? We need to talk, okay? We need to have a conversation here.
Drop me a pin.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, of course, we got them Outdoors boys, Bent, Moneybag Yo, and Snow Dog.
Nice.
Yeah. That Bent is a very nice bug.
Yeah.
Sashimi.
Billy, I couldn't agree more, man.
Sashimi. Yeah, Moneybag Yo is pretty nice too. Shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And not to be outdone, I gotta give Snow Dog some props for dude, he could just drop kick that thing.
Right underneath him.
Just jump on his back.
Yeah. So it is that time, guys. We need to find out who is going to be added to our 2023 Wall of Fame.
Let's do
As
it.
you can see, it's getting kind of stuck. We need to finish this thing off. We don't have many entries left, so we need to see who's going to be the one. Kiwi, got a fish or Noah? Who do we need to add to the wall, guys?
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, you made it hard.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
a lot harder.
Exactly.
Well, I think I ranted more about this one, so that's my vote.
Me too. Yeah, it's not just a great fish, but it's the whole photos.
Right.
Excellent.
I agree with that.
All those are good photos, though. I like them all. But one of them has to be the winner.
Let's
Yeah,
see. We got.
B's pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I can't disagree with Ben.
If I had my choice of which one I was catching, it would be B. But,
Right?
yeah.
Monica gonna switch it up. Go with Kiwi, probably just because of the name.
No, you know what? I'm going to go for him just because you didn't get to see it, and he's not here to be able to support himself, and that is unfortunate. I think he had some school stuff that he was doing. I'm voting for Kiwi, though, just based on how excited he was about that. I think that plays into it.
Yeah, I have not been in Discord much this week. Between editing all weekend, I didn't get much watch of anything.
Scully's. I agree, Scully.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Of the catches that I'm most jealous, it's that tuna. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. Noah, that's a serious catch, dude. I've been gunning for one of those for a while.
It's a whopper. It's a whopper. Well, looks like
It's
you got
kind of a
the-
runaway.
Yeah.
Noah's taking it on this one, man.
Yeah. Nice. Good job,
Yeah.
Noah.
Noah, you did good, man. Congratulations. You are the winner in this week's Photographer of the Week contest. Congratulations and welcome to the 2023 Wall of Fame. It is very well deserved, and we are very happy to have you on there with us, sir.
No, you know what? This isn't fair. Every single week, we have somebody who walks away a big-time winner on the 2023 Wall of Fame. And every single week, we have somebody who really deserved to be on there. Their picture just didn't get selected, and it very easily could have. I want to give everybody a second chance opportunity. So we have opened up a new section of the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server dedicated specifically to your best catches in 2023. There is a link to the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server in the description of this live stream down below. I want you to go into that thread dedicated to the best catches of 2023, and I want you to show me your absolute best catches of the year. We are going to do this next week with only everybody's best catches of the year so that everyone has a second chance opportunity to win a spot on that board. And there's going to be a little bit of a little special twist that we have in store just for you, but you're going to have to see what happens in next week's live stream. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing all of your great catches all over again in the server. Now get in there and go get it. I'll see you there.
What?
Yeah, we're dropping it like that.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. It's about that time now, so you better get your pictures in.
It is that time. We got to go get some dinner. You've got some pictures to be delivering to us. Any closing things we got to say, Grant, before we close off? Anything you got for us, man?
I'm going to try to get some more duck hunting in. Hopefully there's some new ducks show up and get some food and some sleep.
There you go. All I got to say is peace out.
Yeah, same here. You guys have a wonderful night. We look forward to seeing you next week. Go and have a wonderful time. And then show us what you got to Discord server. Good night, guys.
Good night.